Okay, ranch COVID update. Oh, can't get the moon that great. Well, shoot. Now you're going to get a booger check. Yeah. All right, she's got her head all the way on the ground. If I walk over here, though, she's going to lift it up. Until I had cows, I didn't know that they laid like this. I didn't even really know they laid down. But then when they put their head all the way on the ground, anyway, I just didn't know. That's my COVID cow over there. You must have given it to me. I blame you. All right, well, I guess if I don't go any closer, she'll stay there. If I get any closer, they're gonna get up. All right, crooked hat and everything. So the update for the weekend is I did 2 days of like 15,000 steps. I ran a smaller chainsaw. I didn't run my big chainsaw. I did get a little winded here and there. I did kind of have to stop, like pace myself. I was watching my Fitbit, making sure my heart rate didn't go too high. And so I would take a break. But, I mean, for the most part, I was able to kind of do, we'll call it light duty or medium duty. Because light duty would be no real exertion. So I was able to exert myself a little bit and not get too winded and not cough too much. Typically what happens is I go home and then either tomorrow or later tonight, I'll kind of have a coughing fit from having, done a bunch of more strenuous work, right? And when I've been sick in the past, like that's been my standard motto is, recover enough and then do some exercise. And I find that exercise actually helps me get better faster and gets a more complete better, right? Like I don't get fully better if I don't actually do some exertion. That's just me, and that's just anecdotal. That is not a doctor's recommendation by any stretch of the imagination. But I mean, all in all, I didn't feel way overworked at any point. I actually feel like my lungs open a little more when I do this, certainly after I cough up some more junk as a result of doing it. So anyway, I'm getting to do more of what I like to do on a more regular basis. So this is where I start to say, like, I'm recovering. I feel more normal. I can do more of my normal things. I know that not everyone has a penchant to run a chainsaw like I do. So for whatever reason, like that's my zen is picking up big chainsaws and chopping dead limbs and whatever. And boy, howdy, do I have plenty of that to do at this point. I am, in hog heaven. But I can't obviously do a year's worth of tree trimming in a single weekend, nor should I be doing anything that strenuous just yet. And I do realize that. So, but like I said, I'm able to do more of the things that I consider normal and not be completely destroyed, so out of breath that I have to stop for an hour or stop for the day or anything like that, right? Like that's another thing is like when I got winded, I took a break, probably took a couple minutes longer than I would have liked to recover my breath. But it was only a couple minutes, right? And I did recover my, heart rate went down, breathing, O2 went to the right levels, all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, from my perspective, like I can say like I'm starting to feel like I'm recovering at this point. Up until this point, up until this weekend, I've been basically light duty and hamstrung in terms of the work, the exercise, and the activities that I could do. So not quite full speed, not quite fully recovered. I won't call this fully recovered, but like I said, I'm feeling like I'm more recovered than I have been since I got COVID. So that's the update with it is not nearly this bright out here. This new iPhone 12 does a pretty good job, but that sunset is not nearly that bright either. It's very orangey, kind of low light. So I'm curious to see how this comes out when I get it edited and posted. But that is the ranch exercise, ranch work COVID update. There we go. Now we got the orange in the background.